Good morning. You're watching Breakfast Television. We are so excited that Stedman Graham is here. He has written several books. He's an author, and he is a leader, and he just gave me a gift. So thank you so much. This is my identity passport to freedom, the 9-step success process. Thank you so much.
You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're basically don't know where you're going. You don't know how you're going to get there. You don't know how to take the 24 hours that you have, which is what makes us all equal. Everybody has 24 hours. You don't organize them very well. You're basically, I would say, lost for the most part.
So how do I find out who I am?
Well, it's based on your passion, it's based on what you love, it's based on your talents, it's based on your skills, it's based on changing the learning process where you can take information and make it relevant to your purpose and mission in life, transfer it to your mind so you can think. So you're engaged in the world enterprise system and then create and shape your own future based on organizing around your passion.
So if we don't achieve something, does that mean we just didn't want it bad enough? We didn't have that passion?
Well, for the most part, the learning system, the educational system teaches us how to memorize, take tests, repeat the information back, get labeled with a grade, and 2 weeks later we forget the information.
I'm great at memorizing.
And most people...
Great at memorizing.
Most people are stuck in a box doing the same thing over and over every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're robotic. And so there's no relevancy to their development. So they don't grow or they don't improve because they can't take information that's relevant to who they are and empower themselves with it. So they lose control over their life and they have to be told everything to do. And basically they, have no more in the end than they had in the beginning.
So how do we change that? Because sometimes I look at people like the president of a company and I say, what makes them tick? How did they become the president of the company? What did they do?
Well, there's a process for becoming the president of a company. There's a process for raising your social economic development. There's a process for growing your life. There's a process for taking control of your destiny. And if you don't do that, the world labels you and puts you in a box. So it tells women that they can't make it because it's a man's world. It tells people of color you can't make it because of the color of your skin. It tells people that you're defined by your family, you're defined by your house, you're defined by your car and all the external things, which puts you in that box. And that's not really who you are.
But are we believing that?
Oh yes, no question about it. It's socially constructed.
So how do we not believe it if people are telling us this all the time?
You have to take your power back. You have to define yourself. So in my case, a lot of people define me by my relationship. They define me. I've been defined by my family, 2 disabled brothers in my family. I've been defined by my race-based consciousness. So what I have to do is define myself. And most of the time, people do not have the tools to define themselves, and that's what I do. So I teach people how to develop an identity for themselves based on a 9-step success process.
So if you also talk about if you're doing something, do it the best that you can.
If you know how.
Be the best that you can.
If you know how. If you can organize your life around yourself, take the information and education and knowledge and all the stuff you get on through technology and make it relevant to your skill set, to your talents, to your passions, to what you love. Now you can empower yourself and improve your life consistently every single day.
And you also talk about, being quiet and listening and taking that information.
Well, you want to be able to have clarity about who you are and who you want to be, and then you want to work on that continuously.
There are leaders and there are followers, and 1% of us are leaders.
99% of the people are doing the same thing over and over every single day. They're asleep, they're not engaged in their own development, they don't know how to take control of their life, they're not owners, they're slaves as opposed to owners, they're followers as opposed to leaders, they're consumers as opposed to producers. So what we do is change the way you think, which changes the way you feel, which changes your habits, which changes your results.
And never give up?
Never give up. It's when you have a vision for yourself, you have a goal that you can set for yourself, you have a life destination you can set for yourself, so every day you're working to improve yourself so that you can become the best you could possibly be.
Thank you for coming in, Stedman. I was asking you what you and Oprah are doing for Valentine's Day, but both of you were so busy, so you're not even together tomorrow.
We talk and send flowers and send love through the telephone, so there you go.
That's what we're asking people today. And also, I want to know, how was her garage sale? Did she sell any of your books at her garage sale?
She's sold enough. She has enough to sell, let me tell you.
Oh, it's one
So it
garage
worked
sale.
out-
I really
worked
want
out
to be
well.
there. Tell her I said hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
so much. And have a wonderful night tonight, because you can catch Stedman live at 7:30 at the TIFF Lightbox as part of the Toronto Black Film Festival. You can go to Toronto Black Film Festival or torontoblackfilm.com, and you can also follow Stedman on Twitter @officialstedman.